Hit the bell. Something's missing, you know it. Alright. I'm gonna load up my show and leave a like. Monday, May 19th. I'm gonna load up my show and leave a like. Monday, May 19th. This is the 139th day of the year. What do we got? 216 days left. I'm drinking Wired. Wired. 344 milligrams of caffeine. And I had 160 in a Venom. This is 500 milligrams of caffeine today. Trying to get Derby Allen, a Derby Allen update. Oh, I work for myself, yeah, like everybody. Everybody works for themselves, guys. So everybody works. Even if you think you don't have a job, you always have work, okay? The difference between a work and a job, no, I don't have a job. But yes, I have work. Rick roll me. I know you want to Rick roll me. Like my shirt. I know everybody hates the Bengals. I know. Most people hate the Rams too. And they hate my hat, and they hate my stupid glasses, and they hate my filter. They hate my dreadlocks. They hate that I'm vaping. They hate that I'm smoking. They hate that I'm drinking. I'm eating cheesy bean burritos, man. I'm a ram. I'm not just a ram. I'm the Haram Ram. I speak Ram as a second language. And my name is going to get a little longer. I'm just going to put Michael. I'm going to put Michael in between Teddy and Belcher, so y'all know. I don't have to hide it. I don't have to hide Michael. This is Ted Michael Belcher's house. Welcome to Michael Belcher's house. And when they lament the name of Michael Jordan, I take that personally. Yeah, my neighbor's getting it on, and the moaning is just starting. Get away with some things in life. You do things for some people in life. Reset my chat. MLB scores today.
Here are the results from the MLB for today.
So the Reds have a 10-game lead on Pittsburgh, and they beat Pittsburgh. Okay. The Giants lost. Kansas City is in town. Yes, I noticed when I was walking outside today, the Kansas City is in town. Kansas City was up 2-1 when I noticed, and they finished 3-1. The Dodgers lost at home to the Arizona. They're stuck at 29 wins and 19 losses. They're only one game up on the Giants. And there's nothing going on today except a broken leg on Monday Night Raw and a couple baseball games. Derby Allen coming down the mountain. Get ready for Tuesday. It's Tuesday out there already somewhere. Most of the places. Mountain Zone still. It's still Monday in the Mountain Zone. Got 110 minutes left of this Monday myself. And I'll probably go to sleep 5 o'clock in the morning.
Swept the three-game series at Dodgers
MLB standings.
Here are the standings for the MLB from the current season.
Only the Detroit Tigers are above 30 wins with 31. Most of the league struggling to hit 30. Yankees at 27. Cincinnati has a winning record now. They're one game over 500. The Cubs are 8 games over 500. You know, I don't think the Western is these Western finals. If you're not in Oklahoma, there's a lot of people in Minnesota, but man, I'm really not. I don't care. Like Western Conference Finals. They literally have my favorite player yet. These are two of the worst teams you could possibly pick. There's only 15 teams in the West. So, burnout on the top 10. I really hope that the East can win it, and it'll help the. I got Indiana winning it. Wouldn't complain if New York won it, but hey, they have already won it. They don't really need it. Don't feel sorry for them. It's not even how good you are. It's the frequency of the how fast you can play the game. That's all that matters. Because when you put, who gets the most shot? I mean, honestly, if you can take the most shots, that's it doesn't matter how many you make. As long as you have a higher frequency. But you don't want to shoot the ball as soon as you get it. You should still take the shot clock down to like under 15. I've had a family member work on an Ice Cube movie. Those people are indentured to me. The Knicks are favored, I think, 8 points, which is a big favor. That's a lot. You have to remember, the Pacers are basically the home team of Cincinnati. I consider Indianapolis and Cincinnati the same thing. That's just me. I cut this earplug in half, and now one earplug can totally plug 2 ears. I'm going to say the Panthers are threatening to win 4 in a row. I believe I said that last episode. Some people think this Eagles team could win 4 in a row. I charged both vape pens about 10 hours each while sleeping. It was Saturday night's main event coming up. I believe it's R-Truth versus R-Truth versus Cena. Cena? I mean, it's a Saturday night main event. Who watches that shit? I don't think R-Truth will win. That's what I'm thinking. Tony said the Lakers beat the Knicks in next year's final. Tony's always close, but he's never exactly right. Whoa, Quantum Leap is here. I got to work on one episode with that guy. Scott Bakula, Scott Bakula, yeah. Dude, I got to work with him once, yeah. But it wasn't on Quantum Leap, and it was 2009 or 2008. One of my last gigs. I can probably look, I tell you what, if I just look at Scott Bakula 2000, let's see what he was working on. Let's see. It could have been Chuck. It could have been Blue Smoke. I also got to work with Doogie Howser, MD, but that was on a different show, not Doogie Howser. I got to work with William Shatner. Rosie O'Donnell was probably my favorite day on set. Drew Barrymore doing a. I didn't like going down to that video. I did something with Mariah Carey. That was okay. Jim Carrey, a lot of shit. Jackie Chan, multiple scenes. Toyota commercials, Miller Lite commercials at Dodger Stadium, Alvin and the Chipmunks the movie, G.I. Joe the movie, sitting at Judge Judy, other various divorce courts, one episode of Dr. Phil, German movies, a couple foreign films. I've done Red Shoe Diaries. That's pornography on Skinamax. 2 different episodes. Boston Legal, Mad Men, Grey's Anatomy, Angels and Demons. About 10 episodes of Deal or No Deal with Howie Mandel, including the 100th episode when he jumps in the cake. I was at that episode. Into the video game championships where I had to watch people play Counter-Strike. It's a TV show, that's like down in Santa Monica. They used to have the esports arena 15 years ago. I was in a zombie movie. I won't even tell you what it's called because I don't want anybody finding clips of me as a zombie. But somewhere out there, I'm in zombie makeup, and I don't even know if I got edited out. Okay, I used to work on Entourage. Yeah, I worked on iCarly. I mean, I don't want to be talking about stupid shit that nobody's heard of. Okay, if I mention one bad show, let me know. I don't sit in the crowd at the comedy club, guys. I don't do that shit. I'm not like that episode of House of Blues, I'm in the crowd. No, I don't get House of Blues tickets. No Mercy 2017, I'm in the crowd. See, 'cause I've been in one WWF video, I'm a fuzzy dot. I think there's at least one more show I worked on. I worked for U2 in a U2 music video. Ben Affleck in a Ben Affleck movie. When the same day the Joker died I was there when Ben Affleck was crying. We all got the day off and we got drunk on set, and we all had to stay on set. We weren't allowed to leave early. We just chilled and partied and took our money and came back to finish shooting. That's down in Santa Monica. I was in an Adam Sandler movie, You Don't Mess with the Zohan. That was on the back lot of Universal Studios, and after they filmed that scene, the studio burned down. It was the Phantom of the Opera set from like 1920s. It would be a 100-year-old set. Now it burned down. I was in a shark attack, a shark movie up at Santa Monica Beach. I did a lot of shoots at the beach, and I don't remember what show it was when you're down at the beach and they're filming. Quite a lot of shows. I got booked on quite a lot of shows. That's at least 25. I named 25 shows. I'll get the exact number right now. Let's double paper it says It's 1 minute after 11. I want to crank up the radio. The Packers are complaining about the tush push, but the Bengals play the Eagles next. Will the Bengals complain? Somebody just load up some 2013 Bengals Browns, Bengals Baltimore. Oh, this game. This game right here. You see this game? See this game? This is the last game I was in Cincinnati. They made the playoffs right after this game, and I went to the playoff game. But this is the last win the Bengals got when I was in Cincinnati. And it was just posted a minute ago. You see it's got no views. Let's watch some football. Number 9. Who the hell is that, bro? Damn, that's why when I. That's why. Who the hell is number 9? Who the hell is that? Joe Flacco. Jim Harbaugh. I've seen him play with my own eyes. He was quarterback. Pick six. Pick six. Is that a Dre Kirkpatrick, young Dre? Dre Kirkpatrick? He was the highest paid, he's the highest paid guy. Who that? Dre, young and Dre. He's a place kicker. Dre Kirkpatrick. Dre Kirkpatrick. Damn, I was still living in Cincinnati watching this. Now, when I went to the game, when I had tickets, you could say my seat was up here. You see where I'm pointing? I don't know how much. Really, I had the seats way right over here. Let's turn the camera more. We lost. The Chargers would come to town on Saturday morning. It was a rough loss, but you're not a real fan until you've lost at least you've been to a playoff game and you lost, right? Every Bengal fan has been through losses, and I've been through one. Sucks watching Phillip Rivers. This trash quarterback. There's no buzz, you know. You want a quarterback with a buzz. Homeless people are dirty. Washing people is a job. I'll wear this shirt till it falls off. Till there's no number 9 playing in Cincinnati. I mean, you just can't see. Should I put it on backwards? Blow the neck out? My prediction, how many wins for the Bengals this year? I'll say the Bengals go 10-9-1. That's my prediction. They'll tie the very first week. It'll be a tie game versus. This will happen. All right. This is what's going to happen. They're going to lose 3 preseason games. Then they're going to tie the Browns. Then they're going to win 9 games. And they'll lose 7. And the final record will be 9-1-7. 10. Oh, yeah, 10. They're going to win 10 games after they tie the Browns. And they'll have a tiebreaker on the Browns. And the Browns will probably win 10 games. The Steelers will win 10 games, and the Ravens will win 10 games. Everybody will win. There'll be 4 teams with 10 games. But because the Browns and Bengals tied, they will eliminate the Ravens. And is that possible? That's an incredible long. Crazy things happen when people have a tie. I'm just. And I'm going to cut the show off before an hour, 58 minutes. I said some things. I mumbled. And I don't have anything to answer to, so see you next time.